I've been fishing Penns Creek for 35 years. And over this period of time, I grew to love the stream. And when you love something, you want to be near it. And to a large extent, I live where I live because I am close to the stream. And that affords me an awful lot of opportunity to spend a great deal of time on the stream.
I love to catch fish on top. And one of the joys, as far as I'm concerned over here, is there's enough room, there's enough space. I can find a fish that's raising, and if I spend 15 minutes to 2 hours trying to get that fish to take a fly, that's pure enjoyment. Really don't care how big he is or how small he is. But to find a rising fish, wade to it, and then just try to catch it, or fool it, or jag it, or miss it, but to get it to rise to your fly, I enjoy that so much.
I couldn't fish Penns Creek. Bad water conditions, pollution, whatever. I don't know but what I might have to take up knitting. I'd have to find trout fishing somewhere, I know.
What we have represented here is probably about 50 years worth of patterns and designs of patterns for the green drake hatch. Some of them are really, really peculiar. This one here, for example, this is one of the ones that I like. This thing, real high floater. It represents probably all stages of the insect. When it comes up and emerges, you know the shucks. You ever see them when they were emerging and the shuck trails behind it? This sometimes I think the trout takes it and it represents that. And it floats very, very high because of the deer hair wing. It's the old haystack type of pattern that used to use up in the New England area.
And these are only a drop in the bucket of all the patterns.
No, you know, and one of the things that's so interesting about them, I think, is that every one of them is different, yet probably everyone who fishes these flies, they believe in the fly for some specific reason.
Well, sure, and you look at them here, and they look so big. And you run into fellas who are relatively new over here, and they look in your drake fly box and they say, "Gee whiz, these flies are huge."
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if Bill Dissinger would come by here, and we would compare these flies to his look like birds. Oh, I mean, you've seen him in the hat.
You know, well, in the nights, you know, when they get the bouquets, when they fish the bouquet, when they cluster together,
right.
I have a pattern, and it's I tie this totally white, just like the white pattern that you have.
Well, this guy gave it to me, and like I said, I haven't had the guts to fish
And
it yet.
you know, only mine.
There it is. Yep.
But look at this. This thing is like 3 times bigger, and I tie this fly on totally white for night fishing. I know, really, when it gets really, really dark. And
these things vary so much. There was a period of time over here, and maybe you were aware of it, Denny. We caught fish on the drakes, and we tied them with black wings. I'm not kidding. We tied a fly up. I don't have any anymore.
I think I have them all in my fly box.
But now the male does have a lot of black in the wing.
Yeah.
So if they're emerging at night, rather than the spent wings coming down, or if there's a light spinner fall, then the males work better because that's what's emerging.
I'll be truthful with you. I quit using the black wings because at dark or after dark they were so hard to see.
yeah. Do you use the spinner a lot? I hardly ever use the spinner.
They're a more
Even though when they're
productive fly for
swarming
some
and they
reason.
come down.
And you know, this is a typical here. I think the more chewed up it is and the more ratty it looks like. Honestly, I don't think neat flies catch a lot of fish. Honest to God, I don't.
Catch a lot of fishermen, don't they?
That's right.
Secret. I have a drake pattern.
You got it. You got all ratty
green
flies.
drake.
That's why you catch
I'm
them.
to the point too, Denny, or Bernie, and maybe Denny is too. My big thing is sight. Really, I'm to the point anymore. I've caught fish over here at dark when I couldn't see my fly.
Oh,
I
yes.
think I'm a little bit beyond that
Oh,
stage
yeah.
now. I mean, and this yellow wing, I like.
Yeah, if they
I like to
catch
be able
fish,
to
I don't
see it.
care if it's purple because
Yeah.
I can't see it anyhow after
Right.
dark.
Well, you're fishing to the rise and the noise, right?
Yeah.
You bet.
You lift on every rise,
Yeah, I
and
do.
every noise
If
of
you
a.
feel your fly is near
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
it comes up.
sure. And it's amazing sometimes. You
Well, you know,
lift,
one of the
and
things-
they're there.
You hear about these guys, you know, fishing really late at night over here when the drake's on. Do you really do any good at late at night, like maybe 11 o'clock, 11:30, like that?
I'm usually back up here, 10:30.
Yeah, that's the way with
Now,
me.
I know,
I give it about an hour at the most.
I know fellows who are good at night, and one of them is right here in my left shoulder.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. I know Danny can take fish at night.
I
Years
got 3 after dark last night on a pattern about that big.
Years
Just
ago,
fishing to the noise? And lifting
Well, I
on
can
that?
see the rise. I'm looking upstream in the glare,
Okay.
and I can see the rise, so I'm fishing to the fish.
Mm-hmm.
And if he comes up anywhere near where my fly might be drifting, I'm going to lift because I don't know exactly where that's hitting, although I'm a fantastic caster.
Sure. Shooting it.
it's,
Fishing a short line.
it's amazing. It's amazing too.
Well,
Is
not always short.
once darkness comes, if you get away from either bank and get out in the middle, what you do is you pick up the light.
The light. Oh,
It's
yeah,
out
I've
from
noticed
under the
that, yeah.
trees, and you can. This happened
Yeah,
2
another-
years ago or
2 years
last
ago.
year.
If you get all the light on the water, you know you can see the fly silhouette really,
Another
really
thing
well.
on green drake fishing, when you locate a fish, and if they're feeding good, you time in between and try to pass it over him when he's due to come back up again.
Yeah.
Some of them might rise once every 5 minutes. Well, it's pretty hard to get a bead on him. But these that are rising every
You can time.
35 seconds
You
or
can time
20
them.
seconds or whatever, you can pretty near time when he's ready to feed again and keep the fly right over top. That ups your odds quite.
Got a fish coming up off the tip of the snag, and he's kind of a stubborn fish, so what I'm going to do is use a downstream cast and put the fly. The first thing that the fish is going to see is the fly going downstream and not the leader. Got a nice drift over him, and he didn't take. He's not a steady riser though. In the water we have all kinds of things coming off right now. Got some Cahills and some spinners, and there's also some caddis activity. And obviously he's not interested in what I've got. Try one more cast over and see what he does. Okay, here we go. Ah, got him. Nice fish. Oh my, he went under the snag. See that? He's under the snag. Ah.
I watch fish a lot. I watch the flies a lot and try to see what's going on. Because there's so much you can miss. And maybe if I was more observant, I can catch more fish. And you can't get everything out of a book. You got to just learn it for yourself the hard way sometimes. Just bounce along the bottom and hope one grabs a hold of it. Kind of a lot like work bait fishing. I mean, you might have to be a little bit faster because they don't keep biting it. Come on. I like dry fly fishing the best, like everybody does. But I told a fellow one time, I'm like Joe Paterno, I'll take what the defense gives me. So if I have to fish nymphs, I will. And that helps fill in the day a lot of times. It's a lot of hard work. You're fishing heavy pocket water. Looks like a good spot. I'd like to pull one here. Nymphing there usually just laying there. Brown trout tend to hold in good feeding zones. And they basically are sitting there waiting for something to drift by that's an easy meal for them. And you got to be quick because they touch it and reject it before a lot of people can react, including myself. Whoops, false alarm again. I certainly don't know it all, and I don't catch all the fish. A lot of people on this stream catch more fish than I do, but nobody knows them by their first name like I do. Each fish, that is. Fish get to see a little bit of everything. There's a lot of very good nymph fishermen on this stream, and there's some hackers like me. I see some caddis out there now too. I'll work my way over here in the deeper water and hope I don't drown. Work around. Wild trout in Penns Creek. I love it. If I could just catch one of them. Had a little episode last night. 20 minutes of fishing. I love rainy day fishing. It takes a lot of the fear out of the trout. There's a nice fly there just hanging right in front of me. And rain takes a lot of the fear out of them, and I think it really brings on the heavy hatches sometimes. And if you want numbers, that's the way to do it. Fish in the rain and see what happens. The best time is a warm rain after a long dry spell. And sometimes the fish go nuts at it. I've seen good beta catchers. 11 inch or so, they think they're a lot bigger, just like the old bass fisherman says. They don't want to give up. Now I gotta have to use a little brute force here and drag him up along the water. Not very pretty in this fast water, I'll tell you. 12 incher here from typical Penns Creek, hooked right in the tip of the nose. Ouch. Looks good.
From about 67, 68 on then, it became a learning process, learning this stream and learning how to fly fish. I guess you never really learn enough. There's always something different going on. I guess that's the beauty of it. Just about the time you figure you have something all set up and figured out, why, something new comes up. What has transpired here then since 66 is that basically we've fallen in love with the stream, with the area. Great to see the people who come by and fish. And as we did earlier on the video, to discuss things, talk things out, kick ideas around, what works, what doesn't work. And I think your attitude as a fly fisherman can be about whatever you want to make it. I know an awful lot of people who become very technical, want to get into it, want all the patterns, want to have them, want to fish them, and that's great. I know other people who you would say are kind of middle of the road. They don't care if they have everything that they need, that special one fly. And then there are people who are just in it, I think, to get along the stream, and as the famous book says, stand in the water and wave a stick.
A lot of fish over there at that far bank working.
You know, catching a lot of fish is really a fairly insignificant part of fly fishing today. I think that the major emphasis for the fly fishermen has to be on the protection of the resource. I know most of the inveterate fly fishermen, the local people that have fished that stream, they have probably fished it longer than I have. They are the true guardians of that stream. And I think in this day and age that it takes an awful lot of people to know and love a stream in case something happens to threaten it, that there's a lot of people that can rally for that stream. I believe that the local people are really the protectors of that. And it's not so much a type of thing where it has been there, I've been there and I've done that type of deal. These people have a theme, I think, that is more apropos to a river runs through it. This stream is really an integral part of their lives. And I know over the years that Penns Creek has become an integral part of my life also.
Penns Creek is that special, beautiful place that everyone should have. I think everyone in their life should have a Penns Creek, that special place.
I'm mentioning other things here besides trout fishing because that's part of it. You come over here and you don't just find the trout fishing, you find wilderness critters, and another good portion of it is finding the same old groups. I've talked with people on the streams I see year in and year out. Half of them I don't know their names.